Hello viewers, welcome back to Kaapi with Kudpi. In this episode, we have a special guest. Her father hails from Bantwal, her mother is from Konchadi, and she was born in Bantwal. Then she grew up in Mangaluru, had education here, did her MSc in statistics from Mangaluru University. Then she got married and she has got 2 kids. Vandana Kamath was born to Varadrai Kamath and Vijay Lakshmi Kamath. She married Narsimha Kamath and the couple have 2 kids, 2 boys.
Yeah, Vedant and Siddhant Kamath.
Vedant and Siddhant.
Yes.
Happy family, small family. And Vandana is very talented. I'll talk about that later and I'll ask her to tell about herself. But I should tell the viewers that life is strange. Life has many surprises, some good and some bad. It is our endeavor to overcome the bad and make life good. So, in the deal, we have to pass through certain stress, I can say, or tension, or a test in general. Vandana has gone through such a test and she has come out successful as of now. I am talking about her terminal illness, which she got detected at the early stage and got the proper treatment, and she bravely confronted it, got it treated, and today she is back to normal and she is resuming all her activities like a normal housewife or a normal woman. That's something great, and I was fascinated by that. Not only that, I know Vandana since a few years. She has been working as anchor in local TV channels and YouTube channels, and out of her shows, Amgele Vasari, that is in Konkani, in English it is Our Kitchen, that she has been doing since many years, maybe 5 years?
3 to 4 years.
3 to 4 years.
Okay. In between this corona.
Yeah, I know. So she has been doing it since last 3 years, she says, 3 or 4 years, and she had invited me for 2 of the episodes. But in between there was corona pandemic and the show was not running regularly. They have resumed it now and it's running successfully. I'll keep a link to the Youth of GSB, which is broadcasting these shows, and you can watch them. You can watch Vandana in action.
अंगडी वचून पळयतना राखी आयल्याची बण्ण बण्ण वासरी येवन पळयतना रांदप करू आयला मिगेल अण्णा अरुणा मसाला प्रेजेंट्स आमगेल वसरीक मिगेल अण्णाक स्वागत करता.
So talking about Vandana's early days and her education, I think she is better to tell us all about it. So Vandana, start talking about your parents, your childhood, where you grew up, your friends, your environment, then your schooling, primary, middle school, high school, then college, post-graduation, then where all you have worked and what all kinds of activities you have undertaken, then your family life, little about your husband and kids, and other activities, what passions you have got, what other hobbies you have got, then about travel, everything, whatever that comes to your mind, you can candidly tell us. I know you are a straightforward person, you don't hide anything. Yeah. So you may be having a lot of stories to tell us. But before that, I would like to introduce you to our Kaapi with Kudpi special.
Okay.
As I tell always, Kaapi with Kudpi is about eating and sipping coffee, homemade coffee. So these eatables mostly I prepare them.
Oh,
This is kashi halwa. This may look like a ordinary kashi halwa, but I made it special for you.
okay.
So you can taste it and tell me how special it is. I'll serve you a little bit of that. And please don't hesitate. You can eat as much as you like. So I'll serve you a little first, then I'll keep it here. You can help yourself.
Yeah.
A little for myself. Then a spoon and fork, because one more eatable is coming up.
So this is with a bottle guard that you make, right?
No,
Kashi halwa?
no, no. This is with the ash gourd.
Ash gourd.
Yeah,
okay.
kuvale.
How come it is yellow in color?
Yellow, I put a little saffron. Then
Since you experiment a lot with food,
I
was
put
just-
saffron into it.
Okay.
So that's what I mean by special.
Hey, I think I'll have one and I'll
Okay,
take one.
this is Udupi Diana style cutlet. You may like it. I think.
Looks very nice. And,
Yeah, I think you will have more.
Yeah, definitely I'll try.
Okay. Then
I was just thinking if it could be some other vegetable that you have tried making the kashi halwa with.
no.
I thought must be pumpkin or something.
a pinch of color I have put.
That I know you very well.
Yeah.
You always make things differently, right?
Yeah. So this is a chutney complimentary for the cutlet.
Okay.
This is just like Udupi Diana vegetable
Smells so
cutlet.
good. Yeah.
So
very,
this
very
chutney
nice.
is special. This is green tomato chutney. It is called.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I was thinking it is some coriander and pudina.
It is there. No, coriander is there, but green tomato is added for taste.
Okay.
Taste and flavor also. It's a little different. It is. I have been making cutlets since last 2 or 3 decades.
Okay.
I
You got
learned-
the recipe from Diana? Why do you call
No,
it
actually
Diana?
I didn't get it from Diana. I got the recipe from a local restaurant.
Oh,
But the chutney and the sauce
makes
add
it.
to the taste.
Yeah, right.
When you eat it, you have to eat with both the things. Then
Right,
it gives the taste.
Real taste.
So, as we start, as we go on eating, we'll continue our
we'll
talk.
continue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then you can talk about your.
So what do you suggest? What do I start with the kashi halwa or the cutlet?
Your wish. I think kashi halwa,
Yeah,
sweet would
that-
be better
Yeah,
always.
because we'll have coffee later.
Yeah, yeah. This kashi halwa, they don't make it here in Mangalore like this. So this is Shivamogga style.
There is some twist. I know. Kova? Is it?
You are right. This is Shivamogga style. In Shivamogga they put kova.
Okay.
There was a restaurant called Gopi.
Okay.
It is no more there in Shivamogga. All good restaurants close soon because they can't afford to give good stuff for reasonable prices because such costly items go into that.
Yeah. No, it's very different and very nice. The aroma of the ghee is. very,
Kova
very-
is homemade.
Oh.
Kova is homemade. That's why it's rich with ghee. This kova I put in all the sweets and all.
Looking at the color, I thought you must have experimented with pumpkin or some other vegetable because you always keep experimenting.
I keep making halwa with different
I
fruits and vegetables.
Heard about your spinach samosa, the basade. So that was something
I keep
unique.
changing.
Yeah.
I keep changing the menu also. But I thought you have not tasted my Diana cutlet.
Okay.
It may not taste as good as I always make it because it might have become cold a little bit.
No, it's quite warm. No problem. I love the halwa. In fact, it's my favorite. Kashi halwa is my favorite.
Only thing is it is very rich because of the kova
Yeah.
and especially homemade kova. If it is store-bought kova,
Yeah.
it doesn't come out this rich. But tasty, it will be tasty.
Yeah.
Regular
you
kashi halwa, while condensing you put kova, that's all. Nothing special with
You
it.
suggest eating the cutlet along with ketchup as well as the chutney, both,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, both.
So I'm trying it out now.
That's how we used to relish at Diana.
It's really good. How about the coating
Coating in the sense,
cutlet?
I've got the recipe in my blog. You can go through that. No secret. You make this thing that
Mix the
yeah,
mixture,
the
dough.
Make balls. Dough should be stiff actually. It should not be wet.
Okay.
That's the rule. Unless it is stiff. That's why we are putting that mashed bread and all that.
Yeah.
And little bit of corn flour you can add for binding.
Just
Little
in
bit.
case if it is too mushy.
Yeah, if it is too wet.
Wet, yeah.
More bread if you put, it will become more stiff.
Okay.
But I like it this way. It
This
should
way,
be
yeah.
soft inside
Yes.
and crunchy outside.
It's really nice.
And for the crust, what you do is make balls of that, roll it in breadcrumbs.
Okay. The
Or-
dry breadcrumbs or
Yeah, toast crumbs are
Toast
okay,
crumbs,
rusk crumbs are okay, anything. Some crumbs you roll it in. If you don't have anything, go for Bombay Rava.
oh,
Or,
that works.
yeah, or Chiroti Rava.
Oh,
Roll in that.
okay.
Roll in that, make pads. Then cutlet molds are available now. Earlier I used to shape it with a knife, flat knife. Now you can directly
Use the
put it in the mold, press it.
Yeah. And it
Cutlet
comes
is
out.
ready, then keep it in a tray in layers with the paper. This what you call parchment, is it?
Okay. Butter paper?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
That you keep in as layers because one should not stick with the other.
Yeah.
Inside the fridge again it will emit moisture, so it may get stuck to one another.
Yeah.
In layers you keep it in the fridge. At least 3 to 4 hours you have to keep it in the fridge for setting.
Oh,
Then the pat will be ready. Then over the days, 2 or 3 or 4 days, you can
fry it.
remove
and
from the
have-
fridge and directly fry in very hot oil. Oil should be very hot, otherwise it will disintegrate.
Oh,
So all these pats and things, oil should be above 190 degree.
okay. So, it should be on a high or
High it
medium?
should be.
Okay.
High means once oil is starts
Hot.
fuming, comes to fuming level, reduce the heat.
Yeah.
Keep it to medium, not low.
Yeah.
Not
okay.
high.
Not high, yeah.
Yeah,
Because
it should not
otherwise
burn.
it burns.
Yeah,
no,
it should
from
not
outside.
burn.
Yeah.
It should not go on heating. You have to maintain the heat.
Heat.
The electric fryers are available now. You can set the temperature. Nothing will burn.
Yeah, right.
Clean.
Right.
But you have to put 2 or 4 liters of oil at a time.
Yeah.
That's the thing. And at home, if you make it, even if it is little oily, it is healthy.
I love the chutney also. Green tomato, you said, right?
Yeah, it is green tomato, green chili, then coriander leaves, as you guessed, then garlic and onion. 5 or 6 ingredients. Simple, see,
Nice.
simple things
Yeah,
in life.
Simple things. We don't have to travel till Diana. That we
Yeah,
have
I got the recipe
now.
not from Diana,
Okay.
but the one who introduced cutlets in Diana,
Oh.
one who had been making there.
Okay.
So some people, they are really good, good to me
Yeah.
because I am very friendly. They are friendly with me. So they share the secrets.
Yeah.
For them, it is not a secret because not many can make like that. It
right.
needs a lot of patience and
Right.
the correct observation, and the instructions should be followed properly. Okay, let's start your story. Okay.
Okay.
So about your early days.
Yeah, early days, my dad was into bank. Now he is happily retired. So I have roamed
He was in a
quite a few
corporation
places.
bank, is
Yeah,
it?
corporation. Now Union Bank. Now it is called Union Bank. So starting from my nursery schooling, it was in Hosangadi.
Hosangadi means near Kundapur.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Oh.
It was a very, I still remember the house. It was like a village. Not even a village, I can say. Nothing close by.
No, I know.
Very, very rural.
I know. My sister's daughter married a boy from Hosangadi.
Okay.
He is a doctor.
I have seen places there now.
But
And
when you are very small,
I was
you-
we were there first. What I remember is there. After Bantwal, I was born in Bantwal, and after that we went to Hosangadi. There I did my Balavadi, they say, right?
Yeah.
I was into that.
Nursery. Nursery
Yeah.
is called as Balawadi.
And there is a story that my dad keeps narrating every time. He says when my brother is just 11 and a half months older than me.
Okay.
We were like, he was born 3 years after my parents' marriage. It was a late, in that time they used to have kids very early, right? But
Yeah,
after
yeah.
3 years he was born.
Okay.
And immediately I was born.
Okay.
Some next year itself I was born. So we are very close to each other. People think we are twins. So we were in the same class since since first standard.
Oh, you shared the same
Yeah,
class.
shared. Yeah.
So you are like friends.
They always, people think that we are twins, but he is actually 11 and a half months elder to me. So that story is like in Balwadi, when they went to get my brother admitted, I was more active and I started playing. I have been like this throughout my year. I started playing with the ball and the other kids who were there. in the school. So my dad was very happy, and he thought I should also go to school, and year early I was admitted to school along with my brother. So that is how we started, passing out every year, and we were in the same class. So to people who know me not that well, like who know me just like Vandana and Vignesh, they think we are twins. So my brother's name is Vignesh. So they think we are twins. So that's the story. And I've been always active, and we passed out till 10th standard together in the same school. And PUC onwards, he was into different college, and
But
I was
same
in
school means you are in Hosangadi itself.
No, from Hosangadi we went to Surat.
Surat.
My dad got transferred to Surat. And in those days it was like North India, it's going to be very tough. And Hindi you should know those regional languages, Gujarati and everything. There was a lot of tension in the family sending us there, because we had yeah, I'll have it.
I knew that you will like it.
So that was like there was a school called IP Mission, and we got admitted there, and one day suddenly
Little bit of this
I'll have it later.
later.
Okay, yeah.
It's so tempting.
Yeah, it is good, really good. So one day it so happened in Surat, my brother and I, we were let out from school early, and there was no means of contacting parents and telling them. So my brother somehow found a landline phone, and he remembered the number, and he had taken care of me all the time. So he called up my dad, and he asked him to come and pick us. So I still remember, he was just in first standard, but that bold and braveness that he showed in that new place, Surat, I still have to be thankful about it. So we were
So
home.
you got along well in Surat.
And after that we went to Delhi.
Up to SSC.
No. First standard in Surat, second and third in Delhi.
Oh.
And after that I came here. Then my dad decided we won't be traveling anymore. I mean, we will not be traveling with him. He will go. So he was into inspection department, where he has to roam and inspect all other branches. So he used to go alone, and we settled down here. So 4th to 10th I was here. We were in Madur.
But in which school you
Vishwa Mangala school.
Vishwa Mangala.
That is in Konaje.
Konaje.
Yeah. Next to Mangaluru University.
Yeah,
It is very close to Mangaluru University. We were
You are
there
staying in
because
Kotekar Madur.
Yeah, Kotekar Madur. That is why that school. So we used to travel by bus, and our journey to school every day used to be such an adventurous one, because we had to go through the hills and everything. There used to be a forest on the way, and it was
You
like,
didn't go by the highway, directly by the highway?
No. There used to be one bus from that road.
The shortcut.
Yeah. And it used to go to the Mudipur side road, and we had to walk till the university road. So if you know the place, you will know what I'm speaking about.
Every day was an adventure for you.
Very nice. And during the monsoon, we have had a different kind of childhood.
Perhaps that made you a little more brave and
But now when my parents think of all that, they feel, how did we even let them go like that?
Everybody feels like that.
Yeah.
Even we have gone through that age,
Yes.
that stage in life. Life is like that. And it was good when it lasted,
Yes.
Then
But we have enjoyed throughout.
The
those
more you
places.
get exposed to comforts,
Right.
the more difficult it will become for you to face it.
Exactly.
Same life you cannot repeat
Yes.
it. That's why we brood over nostalgia.
Right. So we used to travel by bus, and in case we missed that bus, we used to take 2 buses to school. We were in 4th standard then. We had learnt a lot from that. So and managing money also. But same thing, if I am told to do now with my son, like if I have to send my son, I wouldn't be that brave enough. And looking at the scenario now outside, so many kidnaps and other stories.
World has changed and people have become corrupt.
Yeah.
Then crime has
Cannot
increased a
believe.
lot. People don't have morality. That's the problem. Money is everything now for modern generation. So we cannot blame the system. It has changed very fast.
Yes.
Copying the West and whatever it is. So much for your schooling. Nice to know that you went to different towns and had your education. So you had a taste of rural life, town life,
Yes.
city life, and metropolitan life.
Yeah.
And again you came back to a city like Mangalore. Now it is a metropolitan city anyway. And one of the fastest growing cities in Karnataka anyway. So after schooling, where you did your college education?
Yeah. We came to Bijay and we settled there.
You are staying in BJ?
Yes.
Okay.
And I remember having come to you for this. I used to see this multimedia board.
Oh.
And I wanted a editing of fusion songs for me. And then we didn't have this computer and all these softwares.
Yeah,
and I remember it was your office in Bijay.
Yeah, opposite to Baligada
Yes,
supermarket.
exactly.
Yeah, a lot of students used to come then.
Yeah.
Mostly KMC and some from St. Agnes, some from Canada. You were in Canada College then?
Besant.
Besant, is it? Okay.
I wanted it for a dance, and I thought this person will definitely do it, and I simply entered, and I remember having been shooed off from
I chided you. That's really no. That was the usual thing, you know.
the angry young man was.
No, it was not
sitting
intentional. The thing is, Vandana, mine is a one-man show. I always say, I do everything by myself. So in the deal, what happens is, I expect people to go by some rules. Rules means I give them appointment, come at this time and all that, 1 or 2 days in advance and all that. But student life, it so happens that everybody is in a rush, everybody in a hurry, because nothing is decided until the last moment. Most of the students
Right.
are like,
Right.
not just you.
That was my
I
case too.
chided, it was a
Yeah.
part of my life. It was, way of life for me.
Yes.
Chiding students, and I was feeling bad later. Why I talk like that to them. But it was necessary because otherwise, if I show consideration or kindness, I
have
have
to
to
sit and
accommodate
do
them.
that only.
Then the ones who took the appointment, they will come and start scolding me. What kind of professional are you? You put multimedia professional. What kind of professional? And I have faced such situations, especially from KMC students.
Okay.
Because KMC students are extra smart and they come from big families. So they are always authoritative and they have knowledge of the thing.
Yes.
Whatever we do,
So
whatever.
I think in those days only you had that cassette player and everything to get
Everything, I used to convert.
I have seen your office and it was
Yeah, yeah.
splendid.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I wanted to
No,
have all those
everything
gadgets.
was there. Everything, all the and I had mastered everything.
Yes.
But the thing is, mine was a one-man show. I tried to keep some assistants and all that. They didn't work according to my.
Because you had to
need.
train them again.
I have to
according
train
you.
them. Yeah, I'll be wasting time. I've installed computers. I have serviced computers.
Yeah, I've seen
I have
that.
done a lot of things. But ultimately, one-man show means there are difficulties, but end product will be good. The quality of work, what you
Yeah.
render, it will be good. And we are very fussy from Kudpi Raj family, especially my father. He was a journalist and playwright. So his standards were strict. He brought us up in a different way, not like other Konkanis. And he was not very liberal. He was very rigid. So about writing, about reading, about talking, everything, behaving, everything, we were taught how to do it properly. So I got the genes. I am following the same thing.
But I never thought in life that I would someday come and sit with you doing this Kudpi with
Oh,
Kaapi
no,
with
actually I should thank you because, it so happened maybe 3 years ago, I'm not sure, before COVID, I think we met in a
Yes.
wedding.
Yes.
Somebody's wedding, common friend's
Yeah.
wedding. So there at Kudroli Temple Hall, I think, Gokarnanath
Yeah, yeah.
Hall. Then I was talking to my friend Kumble Srinivas Naik's wife, Vidya. And someone sitting next to her, she suddenly turned around and asked, Kudpi Mom, is it? It was you.
Yes, I know. I remember.
Then you asked me, Kudpi Mom, why don't you come to
Amgele Vasari,
Vasari? Then I, as jokingly I told you, everybody is into cooking nowadays.
Yes.
Who is there to eat? Everybody is cooking, but nobody will eat anything, I said.
Yeah.
Some jokes I cracked. Then later I came to know that Amgele Vasari is a show on TV channel or YouTube channel of Youth of GSB. And you are the anchor in that. I didn't know that
Yeah.
until then. Later I browsed through and found out who you are. Then we are friends on Facebook also.
Oh, yeah.
So then
Because I was a huge follower. I mean, your fan also, huge
blog
fan.
and all that.
Yeah.
So you already
of your Garam Tawa blogspot. And your kubera is the best recipe I can ever try with chicken.
No,
I
keep
definitely recommend all your recipes
Yeah,
because
I keep
we try.
experimenting. You know me. Anything, you give me any vegetable, I'll make something different from it. You give me any fruit, I'll make something different. So it's all in this thing, you know.
Yeah.
That's why I say my mother was a good cook. She never experimented with things. She was into traditional cooking. But whatever she made it perfectly. And she has got the genealogy from Bantwal.
Oh,
so
is
you
it?
share the same genealogy.
Then I should be flaunting this.
Maybe we are related, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Whatever it is, it's good that we got to know each other.
Yeah.
Then he invited me for that Amgele Vasari. We did a show together.
Yeah.
So all that animosity which you might be having for
No,
in me, for
not at all.
you didn't take revenge on me.
No, not
That's great. Even during the show, I might have told you that don't take revenge about that incident.
No, not at all.
So good.
So it is all in the memories. Like even now, I tell my brother, you know that Kudpi mom, he is that same person.
You came along with him, is it?
Yeah, actually
Okay.
he suggested me going there.
So Kaapi has come.
Yeah, Kaapi has come.
BC Kaapi.
Yes.
This is made by my wife
Smells
Meena.
too good.
My wife Meena makes it. She makes filter coffee.
Filter
very well.
coffee, right?
So I don't adventure into making coffee because she makes it well. You can have
It's really nice.
help yourself, have extra serving,
Definitely.
even the sweet, whatever you want.
So like the Taj Mahal coffee.
No, don't. I was just thinking that you may ask that whether
Yeah,
it is-
definitely.
No,
Because
it is not.
Kudpi, no?
It is not the Taj Mahal coffee. Taj Mahal coffee formula is different. So, so that was your early days in college.
Yeah.
Besant means which year? Maybe 2006 you came to me sometime around that?
No, 2002 I think.
2002.
Yeah, 2003 or
You were
4
in
somewhere
PUC,
there.
isn't it?
Yeah. PUC. I was in PUC.
Okay.
Then after that I did my degree in Aloysius College. And then my masters in statistics from Mangaluru University. So then I got married. 2008 I got married.
So your husband is working or?
He's working. He's a VP, Vice President in Axis Bank right now.
Oh.
He has some 18 to 19 branches under him. So his work is to roam
But
around.
where
like-
is he based? In Mangalore itself?
Now, yeah. Udupi. Actually, Udupi.
Udupi, okay.
We stay in Konchadi.
We have an
He does-
Axis Bank
Yeah,
branch
here.
nearby
Yeah,
on the
right.
next road.
Right.
Yeah.
So he is like into inspection department, how it used to be before
Okay.
for my dad.
Okay.
Inspecting all branches. So he's the vice president now. Narsima Kamath. Most of them may be knowing. He's better known as Annu.
Okay. So, what about the kids? They are
Yeah,
studying?
and after 2.5 years of marriage, I got my first child. Till then, I was working in Aloysius College as a lecturer in statistics.
Oh.
2
So
years I worked.
where you had your BSc
Yes,
education?
there.
Okay.
I worked for 2 years in Aloysius Lighthouse Hill Road,
Huh.
and 6 months I did in.
Sweet, you have not finished.
No, I'll have it.
You will finish it later.
Yeah. 6 months I did in AIMIT, that is in Madur, where I used to stay in my childhood.
Yeah.
So there also I did. Then since I conceived, then I thought I should stop working. It was difficult traveling. Then once after my first child, another 4 or 5 years it took me in looking after him. So didn't do anything actually. I still regret for having wasted that time, some around 10 years. I didn't do anything. I was looking after the kids,
Okay.
cooking at home, and like the usual.
Sometimes it
thing.
is difficult, having kids early and pursuing the job and all that.
Yeah.
Because I know many people, they found it really difficult, and kids don't get proper attention. So
right.
that way your kids are lucky.
Yeah, I gave them the entire time actually. But for that,
That's
am
important.
Really, yeah.
Early growing up of that initial 2 or 3 years,
Yeah.
and it is beautiful.
Yes,
the way they
it's
behave,
beautiful.
their naughtiness,
Yeah.
everything.
And today when I'm here, I feel whatever I've done is quite
But
enough.
your
I'm
kids
good.
got the justice.
Yes.
That is important.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, everything is everything in life is destined,
Yeah,
and
right.
we go according to
We
destiny.
just can't
Should
think
not have
we should
regret.
have done this. We should
Yeah,
have.
should not have regrets about
Yeah.
anything. positive attitude. I know you are with
That's
positive
right.
attitude.
No, that's right. But I feel that some course or something which could have, developed my skills, maybe I should have tried. But then I have done.
You have a lot of potentials.
That is what I think.
So
why I didn't.
you
have
may
that
feel that you have
thought.
not done full justice to your qualification.
That is the one thing I regret about.
That even engineering graduates, then doctors, those who don't practice, or do work, they also feel like that sometimes. But there are compulsions. Some get into business, some go to some other field. Some go to school and teach there.
And also when I look at my kids now and the bonding that we have, the time when I discovered this cancer and everything, the way they supported me, maybe because of that bonding, initial years, the way I was bonded to them and they to me, made it all easy. Like they have loved me like anything.
Some people, there is immense support from your family, and yours is a close-knit family, I know.
Yes.
I know, because the way you mention about them, the way you always talk about them, and your half your concern will be there.
Yes.
Wherever you go, you think about them. Today also you said, I should have brought my sons here. Like that,
Right. So I take them everywhere. I do everything with them. Like I teach them everything. I speak to them. I take their opinion also. Sometimes my elder son, he's into tweens, not into teen. He's in between.
Okay.
Sometimes he's very childish.
Adolescence, maybe adolescence.
So he's just 11 now, yet to enter the teens. So he's just very childish sometimes, and sometimes he advises me. So that way, he's into that, still that middle state. Confused state. So it's fun. I like watching them grow and all that. I enjoy a lot.
And you indulge in some religious activities and all, I think. Because I heard that your father-in-law is the trustee of Konchadi temple. A very famous man. I've heard a lot about him. I've seen him in some videos. His public appearances. And nice family you are married to. Decent and loving, caring family, I should say. So everybody supported you during your crisis. And can you tell in brief about how it started and when you came to know about it?
When you came to Amgele Vasari, I had my first chemo and I had lost my hair.
I never made out. I saw some difference.
I was a little worried.
No, I saw some difference, but we met after a long time. So I couldn't think much about it. And besides, we had to do the show and all that. There was no time to scan you.
I was wearing my wig and I was little worried. Would you recognize me or
not? There was no time to scan you actually properly.
Right. But people have told me this because I got a proper wig by God's grace. It looked quite natural.
Natural. You are looking very natural.
So starting with the story of discovery of the lump in my left breast. So I found it somehow while when we apply soap or creams, we usually find some kind of different deformity or something.
Was there any pain or anything?
No, there was nothing. So but I used to have a lot of
you felt that there is some bulge or something.
And since my aunt had it years ago, some 25 years ago, I have known this story, and they used to always say, if she had told in the beginning, if it was detected, so this if has always been in my mind. So I didn't want to take any chance. I went directly to the gynec. I didn't mention it to anybody. Didn't want to give anybody any tension. Because the moment we tell, see, I have found it, they start thinking so many things. They almost predict what it could be and all that. So many stories. So I thought
people should not jump into conclusion unless it is detected.
So I never said anything to anybody. I went myself. I went to the gynec, and she said it's not a malignant tumor or something. I doubt, it is benign. I doubt malignancy, so you need not worry, she said. But still, my instinct was telling me, go, you get it checked. So I took a scanning and this prescription from the doctor, gynec. And I went directly. I didn't go directly. I kept it in my purse, and I was thinking whether to go or not. She has told it is, anyways, it's not malignant. There's no chance of it being malignant. Then why do I have to think of it? But then I went to my mom's house and I was looking at her and I was thinking what would be her state if it happens to be a malignancy or something. And the moment I left from my mom's place, I went directly to the scan center. I got it done. There, they couldn't tell much. They said it could be a huge, complex fibroadenoma or malignancy. In that question mark had come. And then I got my biopsy done, in which it was confirmed that it could be, it was, not totally confirmed, but 99% malignancy chances. Then I had to tell my husband about this. If it was not, I would have told in a nice way. See, all this happened, and it is not so we don't have to worry.
So early detection, it was.
Yes.
You had your own doubt that it's whether
could
it's
be.
it could
I just
be,
wanted to rule out this could be, but somehow it became.
No, you hoped that it is
may
benign.
not be,
Benign.
But
Maybe.
then when the scan reports came and it was said suggestive of ductal carcinoma, I didn't know the terminology actually. But then I thought carcinoma must be something related to cancer. So it is cancer.
So this detection was done at local level, is
Yes,
it?
yes. Actually, when my brother came to know about this, he wanted to take me somewhere out, like to Mumbai or for a better treatment. But what I have known is people from Mumbai come here to get treated.
We have
And
a
there
lot
are
of good
excellent,
facilities now.
The kind of doctors I had, the team of doctors were the best of Mangalore. So it was very smoothly going. And first my doctor told me to the oncologist whom I went to. He said you get a PET scan done. PET scan is that tunnel-like thing where you taken inside and your entire body is
scanned,
So that came out saying that there is some activity going on, and conservation surgery can be done. But he was not very sure with the PET scan. So he said on the day of surgery, we will check the biopsy we'll do, and we'll check if it is spread, the amount of spread, and everything we'll see, and then decide if it is going to be a mastectomy or a conservation surgery, lumpectomy. So by God's grace, because of the early detection and me going to the doctor early, they said it has not spread anywhere. Even the lymph nodes were checked, everything was done. So all the values were zero. None of the lymph nodes were.
Surgery was not major.
No, it was a minor surgery. Then it was a conservation surgery. So
post-operative, you had to go through chemo and radiation.
Yes. What they said is, you are 85%. We give you guarantee that again nothing will come over. So, but if you were my sister, the way they speak to us, very nicely and very.
No, it should be reassuring style.
Yes.
Otherwise,
they started with
already that. Most of the patients, they suddenly collapse. They sink suddenly.
Right.
You are brave. You faced it. But still, in the corner of the mind, there will be a little bit of fear because you are concerned for others, the family, the kids, the husband, what will be their future like. So that apprehension will be there. But remarkably, you have faced it and almost come through that. You have started the story now. I should not interfere again and
problem.
again.
Mainly it is acceptance. I accepted. I have got this. Now what? See, I never sat and I was not in an emotional roller coaster saying, why did this happen to me? Why God did this to me? I never asked.
Because you are a happy-go-lucky person by nature.
I thought if I have a fever also, I don't just go and sleep all the time and take the advantage of that. No, I always do my work. So even during this phase also, I did my work. And to avoid gossip, the first thing I did, and I would suggest anybody going through this should do it, don't hide. I should say this.
If you are secretive, they will indulge in more gossip about you.
They will have more curiosity on knowing
they distort the story.
Exactly.
And a small story, they will make it big.
Yes. So be straight. Anyways, they are going to know it. Why to hide and make other stories and then simply lie and simply you are taking a lot of tension and it is affecting your body.
So initially the side effects of chemo and radiation losing hair.
Yes.
So people might have wondered
Yeah.
what's happening to her.
Yeah,
like,
but people, those whom I had told about this, they knew it is a wig and I have lost my eyebrows, I'm drawing them and coming, all that they knew. But those who didn't know, they thought I have done some kind of new hairstyle, hair straightening and all what is in trend now. I want the people to know how you will be and how you overcome it, and then how it regrows. Your hair, your eyebrows, everything comes back to normal. So this is how much it has grown till now, and I've got it trimmed once
yeah,
in
and
between.
it suits you.
Yeah,
it
thank
suits
you.
well.
Thank you.
I told you I didn't make out when
Yes.
we met at Amgele Vasari
Yeah,
shooting.
yes.
I didn't know, absolutely no idea at all. So well you managed it.
Thank you.
Okay.
So it's all the support from the family, and they didn't make me feel like a patient, because that is one thing I wanted. The moment I was confirmed that it is malignancy and everything, I told them, see, nobody is going to cry, because this is not the end of the world. If you all start crying, you are pulling me down. Like, you'll just hurt my confidence
that's right.
and everything. So I said, you all be normal. My dad was on the verge of buying a new flat for him, and he wanted to drop the idea. I said, nobody is going to cancel anything because of this, because I know how to deal it. I will do it. I'm quite positive. So nobody is going to cancel anything for me. So everything went on well, smoothly. And today you can see me here. After 6 chemo cycles, I had 20 radiations. And radiation, in my last talk which I had given in Vishwa Konkani Kendra, I had not mentioned much about the difficulties that I have gone through. So my mom was a little sad. See, you have given it like a cakewalk, like it was so easy for you. But also tell them some things that you have gone through and you have felt difficult, because people will be watching.
Yeah, the pros and cons.
Both
you have to
you should
share,
have spoken. But thing is that I am happy that I am.
No, your positive attitude
I'm positive,
made you shun the bad things and highlight only the good things.
Yeah, right. If you ask me, I don't actually remember what are the cons. I know only the
because
pros.
you have forgotten.
Yes. Because I've lived it through and it's over.
Yeah,
so I don't want to scare
the side
anybody.
effects of these treatments anybody can see evidently in your pictures.
Yes.
And the agony you went through, only you knew it.
I know it.
Even if you express it, you didn't make a hue and cry about it.
No,
you
not at all.
didn't run from pillar to post crying.
I must say, during my radiation, GPL was going on. I used to get the radiation in the morning, go to GPL, dance throughout the night, and come back, go in the next morning.
See, this
people
is
must
attitude.
have seen me
This
with all the
is attitude. See, as soon as I watched the Vishwa Konkani video, your interview. Anyway, I told you there are surprises, good and bad in life. So both I had,
didn't know, right?
both I had at a time. Bad because I knew about the bad thing happened to you. Good because of your attitude and how you faced the interview, how you talked about it, and what all activities you resumed so fast after. Now you said during the treatment you went there and danced, even danced. So that is attitude.
This Vishwa Konkani Kendra Konkani Kalo program, I started only after my chemo. I wanted to do it because I didn't want to lie down like a patient all the time. I used to, you know about my Caramel Hub, right? The Caramel Hub. I used to take orders.
You have come to me to give some sample and all that. I know.
So I continued doing all that. Only on the next day of the chemo, I used to sleep for a little while because they inject a lot of medicines inside, makes it dull.
So just interruption because I may forget later. So in this Caramel Hub, what all you prepare?
I make caramel custard, the main thing, main dish.
And
caramel popcorn. And I make tres leches, the latest that cake. Yeah. I take orders, but now I have stopped publicity of those things.
Within
I do.
Known people.
Within known people and one.
But that keeps you busy.
It keeps me.
And what about Amgele Vasari?
Amgele Vasari I do every week. One day I keep it for Amgele Vasari. It's my own
Vishwa Konkani.
Vishwa Konkani Kashmalari the Konkani Kalo program. The program and uddeshu childuang kon achievers asachi tang kapono tangile interview give जस्ट इथे म्हणारी विंगड चढू पळोवन कळय कसं पुरे कोरयात आमी लायफान
वय
म्हणाल
तांकां उमेद येवं
वय ताजे खातीर ते विश्व कोंकणीन ते प्रोग्राम स्टार्ट
ते येदोळ ते कितले एपिसोड जाले
12-13 की जाले वय मस्त जाले
सो
चढू मस्त
ते एक सेक्शन तू
वय ते हा मच करचे वय
दुसरी तंतू कुकिंग शो जावं कसं
कुकिंग शो तांतू ना आणि आता मुखार तांगेल ते ऑडिटोरियम जाताच त्याच्यात तर एक वेब सिरीज आहे ते प्लॅन करताच त्याची
व्हेरी गुड
वय सो तशी
मेगेले सण हे असल्यार आपयता म्हळ्यार कुकिंग शो आनी पुरो आयडियास करचे
खंडित
आनी मेगेले ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ स्किट गिटांनी पुरो आसा तो कशी फन लविंग म्हणून वता सो तांते गेस्ट अपियरन्स येता पक्कन तुका फ्री असल्यार
जाय 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 आम्ही एवर रेडी असल पुरे म्हळ्यार क्रिएटिव्ह
मागीर कसले अंतानी केला की पार्टी एमसी असल पुरे केला
हा भाई आत बर्थडे पार्टी जाय ते पडून जाल्यार अँकरिंग करता
सो विश्व कोंकणी केन्ना दाखवून
विश्व कोंकणी लास्ट इयर स्टार्ट केलेली ते आमी किमो 73 स्टार्ट केलेले ताका नंदगोपाल मामा खंडित थँक्स म्हणून तांणी म्हाका फर्स्ट
तो अंते केला न्हू तांगेला आमगेल वासरी सोडल्यारी तांगेल ते हें जाता जीपीएल
जातना
देवस्थानाची तूं
वय वय तांतू पुरा अँकरिंग वय तांतू केला तेन्ना म्हळ्यार म्हाका गोत नाशिल्लें एक्चुअली रिसेंटली म्हाका कॅनरा स्कुलान तूं स्कूल डेक चीफ गेस्ट जावन आपयताना तांणी म्हळेलीची तूं फर्स्ट फिमेल अँकर ऑफ यूथ ऑफ GSB न्हू म्हण तेन्ना म्हाका मना गेलो वय न्हू म्हणून सो म्हाका ते आयडिया नाशिल्लें थँक्यू म्हाकाय गोत नाशिल्लें म्हळ्यार तांणी तें तितली थिंक केला मेगेल विशयार म्हणून म्हाका कळ्ळें प्लस एक कॅन्सर अवेरनेस डे दीस तांणी म्हाका टॉक आपयलें कॅनरा स्कुलान सो तेन्ना तांणी इंट्रोडक्शनान म्हाका सांगलें शी इज फर्स्ट फिमेल अँकर ऑफ यूथ ऑफ GSB हां खुशी जाली म्हाका
हांव सांगचें कसं जिवनांत हें मुख्य कसं म्हळ्यार आमगेले कसं आमी शिकेल विद्या आसा ते चार्ज लायक वांटूंक घेवका आमी आनी ताजी लायफ यूज काडका तूं सांगलें पळय ते 10 वर्स तुका बारी चोर आसा तें तूं आतां मेकअप कर येता
आतां करता सर ताजी निमती म्हाका खूश आसा आनी काही लॉस जायनी न्हू मेगेल कसं
आनी कसं मरे एक कॉन्फिडन्स येवका लायफान तूं एक कॅमेरा फेस करचें जेन्ना फेस करचें ताका थोडे टायम वता एक्चुअली
आतां ताजे खातीर
आतां आमी लेखची न्हू तेन्ना कोर येता आशिल्लें तेन्ना म्हळ्यार मोटिवेशन आमकां मेळ्ळें जाल्यार आमी करता आशिल्लीं मोटिवेशन ना आशिल्लें अगत ना आशिल्लें नीड इज द मदर ऑफ इन्वेन्शन म्हणटा
आतां यूथ ऑफ GSB जाल्यार तशीच नरेश शणै आसा न्हू यूथ ऑफ GSB तांणी मेगेल बमणालें मस्त क्लोज फ्रेंड आमकां पुढे दोन गुर्त आशिल्ले सो तांणी एक प्रोग्रामा मेळटना हांव सांगलें यूथ ऑफ GSB म्हाका अशें प्रोग्राम करका हांव करता म्हणून जायत तांणी कसले डाऊट करले
सुमार लायक हें केला सेटअप स्टुडिओ केला इन्वेस्ट केला आनी मस्त कवर करता आमगेले GSB एक्टिविटीज एक्चुअली मस्त हायलायट जायना आशिल्ले पुढे आतां जाता
मस्त लायक काम करता सर वॉलंटियर्स पुराय सो ते म्हाका मेळना प्लॅटफॉर्म थंय दोन म्हाका आनी कसं करूं येता म्हण दिसलें ताजे खातीर हांव मागीर ते नाण्णाचल काणी म्हणून ते हाजे वेळार कोरोना वेळार बसून ते करचे आशिल्ले एपिसोड्स सो आमी एक्चुअली कोरोना वेळार फॅमिली टायम मस्त मेळ्ळा आनी मस्त आयडियाज येयला आमकां मिगेल चेडवाल चॅनल केलेला ब्रो स्क्वॅड म्हणून
मागीर विथ फॅमिली भोंवताली न्हू मस्त
मस्त मस्त
म्हळ्यार हांव तुगेले तो अल्बम हांव तुका गोवाची खंयची पुरो पळयला फोटोस सो कितली गांव भोंवल्याची फॉरेनांनी गेले की
दुबय चमकल्या दुबय दोन पट चमकल्या सिंगापूर थायलँड सो भोंवताच ताचे आनी एवरी इयर कसले प्लॅन करका म्हण लेखला म्हळ्यार म्हाका भांगर हांतूत मस्त इंट्रस्ट ना भोंवच्यान तुज्याला इंट्रस्ट बिकॉज मस्त एक्सपोजर मेळटा नॉलेज मेळटा सो मिगेल बमणाकय तशीच ताका मस्त
मागीर हांगा नॉर्थ हें प्रजाला म्हळ्यार दिल्ली आशिल्ली तुमी
सादारण LF सिरी फुल्ल सादारण इंडिया भोंवल्याची सो भोंवन आनी मस्त
हिमालय म्हळ्यार हिमाचल प्रदेश
पुराय ऑलमोस्ट जाला पुरा जाला बँकांत आशिल्ले
दार्जिलिंग सिक्कीम
पूरा जाला पूरा जाला
मेघालय चड इंडिया पळयला ह्या दिसान
जाल्यार वापस एक पटी वचूं का आतां थंय मस्त डेवलपमेंट आसा
ड्युरिंग युअर स्कूलिंग कॉलेज एंड after marriage and all that you must be having a wide friend circle because you are very social so how were the days and how you used to spend with them and what kind of friends you had can you mention a few good ones
yes
most means good means all are good friends only but closest ones
I used to be very talkative and like how you said social anybody in front I can speak for about an hour so I used to be like that but after I'm home, I never called anybody.
You are a
and
party
speak.
animal? Party?
No,
I
not
don't
that,
say wild
no.
parties and all
No,
that.
no.
Just social
I
gathering.
don't mind joining anybody for that party and all, but I don't crave to be on a party or any this
Okay.
gatherings all the time.
Okay.
I have.
But you
I
used
can,
to have picnics and
Yes, I used to
yeah, outings and all that
outings
during
and
college and all that.
Yeah, only after college
Okay.
we started. School time we didn't go. Only that educational trip that we are taken from the
Okay.
school. I had
Okay.
been. So my friends are Amrita Kulkarni, who is my friend since degree. And before that, I have few friends in my Facebook and other social media, just in touch. But she keeps coming. Amrita comes from Bangalore and all. And most importantly, from here in Mangalore, I have Nandita Nayak and Archana Baliga. They have been a great support to me throughout my journey, even with after the cancer and everything, and even before that. For anything and everything, they are there. I don't have to think. So after
Nandita is related to you?
yes, she's my co-sister.
Okay.
But she's my friend first, and
Okay.
then she's my co-sister. So anywhere we go together. Anything I have to say, anything I have to, vent out, I tell her. So they have been a sense of great support, because of which I didn't have to think much about my kids. So during surgery, it was the first time I had to leave my kids and stay. So Nandita took all the responsibility. She took them to Puttur, where she stays. There was this Ganapati and all. They have it, and she made it sure that they don't miss me, or they don't cry for me, or they should not feel that mom is not there. Mom is ill. So she made it sure, and it was quite easy for me to go through the surgery.
Okay.
And even Archana has helped me a lot, because immediate after the chemo, I couldn't go to pick my kids. Many a time she dropped them home till Konchadi.
Okay.
So because I pick and drop kids from school, so immediately next 2-3 days I used to go.
Okay.
But then them being there made it quite easy for me.
So Amrita Kulkarni means she was your classmate?
Yes, in Aloysius College.
What is she now?
She is a software engineer in Bangalore.
Okay.
She is working. And
So you are inseparable.
yeah,
Very good friends.
Very good friends.
Okay. So share some photos with them.
Yes, definitely.
Because
I'll share.
they are all important in your
Yes,
life.
yes, they are definitely important.
Yeah.
And during my son's Munji, she came in the morning by flight and left in the noon.
Oh.
So that was really a surprise for me.
And what about your hobbies, passions?
Hobbies, I love singing.
Singing.
Cooking is my passion.
Okay, acting?
And, acting I do. And I write. I have a lot of things, anything creative I want to do.
Okay.
So it's like that, yes, definitely.
And I have got sentiments for you always, From day one, when you asked me straight in that hall, why don't you appear in Amgele Vasari and all that? Then I told my wife, this girl has some attitude, she's different, I said.
Because I like to be straight. I never act.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do, I don't say never. Because sometimes when some joke is cracked or something, at least for the person who is saying it, I have to at least smile, and I do that. I act. But I, for the person who is very close to me, I just tell, what a joke. I be very honest.
That's great.
Yeah, because I don't have to remember later what did I say.
Yeah, see, social etiquette means you have to follow certain rules in life. So at times you have to behave, you have to act.
Taking experiences from others and taking advices, if I say, I have this friend called Priya who had been through this cancer
ordeal.
Yeah,
same ordeal.
Yeah, so I got a lot of strength from her. So she is a motivation for me being so open about myself, because since I could learn so much from her,
she's having this thing.
She had it.
No. What
she's
I mean is NGO or something.
No,
nothing.
She's
Or
just a
any
friend.
counseling center or anything.
No, nothing.
It is only friendly basis.
Friendly basis. She spoke to me, and
she was motivational.
She had gone through this.
Yeah.
So she was very motivational, and that is how I felt.
So
I should be motivating others.
Yeah, so you are motivation for
to
others.
the viewers, if I have to say something, that if you have gone through the entire process of this taking the surgery, chemo and radiation, then you can definitely advise others. But if your course of treatment was different, then please try not to advise others, because there are many people who have not gone through chemotherapy. but they say they are the cancer fighters, they are the cancer survivors. There are celebrities who are doing this and getting their PRs. I mean, on social media, they are getting huge followers.
They are celebrities. They always want to be in the limelight,
Yes.
and they want to encash on everything.
Right, but people are getting affected by that. What I feel is because once the surgery is over, I was advised not to carry heavy weight with the left hand, the side which the surgery happened, right? But I have seen few celebrities who have gone through this same treatment and not gone through chemo, and they show themselves in gym
as if they are normal.
As if they are normal and everything. People who follow them.
So what
may
you mean
go through
is
this.
you should go by the doctor's advice.
Yes, exactly.
Always
because
follow.
every individual's cancer treatment is different.
Yeah.
And
physiology is different.
So just because somebody is doing, just because some celebrity is doing, don't go to follow that. Just listen to your doctor. Just because somebody is taking some medicine, don't, without any consultation, don't go.
So life is meaningful that way.
Right.
And you should be really, feeling grateful that you have been blessed with such a good life, such good people around you.
Makes me want to live.
A small problem, it may look like a massive problem for others, but you have confronted it so bravely. That is great. And still you are managing a smile after all that, the tsunami, you can say, that has happened in your life. That's what I liked about you.
So I have definitely learned a lot after this cancer. That certain things I had in the to-do list, bucket list, which I had. I should be doing this in this year, that year. Now it is like now or never. I keep doing things immediately. There's no thinking. There's no waiting.
As if there is no tomorrow.
Yeah. I live it every day like that. I live it that way now. I have definitely learned a lot, and I don't care much about what people will think.
I think your performance will be better that way, and your speed will be better. Efficiency will be better, I'm sure.
Yeah. Now I have things lined up for the day. No tomorrow.
As long as you don't get exhausted,
Right.
Suddenly doing things.
I have not felt this actually. After treatment, many suggest me go and take rest.
Not much fatigue.
No. Go and rest. Actually, if I rest, I feel tired. To be frank.
So that is good.
Yeah.
That is a good
if I'm
sign.
active and
that is the sign of health, good health.
Yes. One more thing is looking for other doctors. Second opinion is fine, but lots of opinion will also get you confused.
Too many opinions.
Too many opinions. Then you will never know what you have to be doing. So then it gives a lot of tension.
No, see, all these things happen because there are some incompetent doctors to whom we go and take wrong medicine.
Yes.
So there the second opinion starts.
Yeah.
So if the second opinion doctor, if he is not in a good mood,
again you will get the
he'll be very angry, and he will tell you go to that doctor only, and he won't give full attention to you. And then you have to go for third opinion. So that is the problem. So initially when you know the thing, if you go to the good doctor, there is no need for second opinion at all.
One of my friend from Kudpi, she's a gynac, she actually helped me a lot. In the initial days, she suggested whom to go to, which doctor, and everything she referred. So that is how I got the best doctor's team. So that way, having the knowledge about doctors.
So you have found the right treatment, you have got it in time. Everything you overcome. Let's hope that your future will be smooth and without much trouble.
Yes.
And of course your attitude will be the same, I am sure. It won't change because I have been like this since my childhood. Till date I am like this. Only my nature was a little different because as a child I was very submissive. But now I am smart enough. I can handle people. If somebody overrides me, I snub them and stop it immediately. And little bit of that you might have experienced when you came to my office.
That's okay.
That was not intentional again, I tell you. It was just all in good humor.
I know.
Nothing serious. These tsunamis keep happening in life, and they teach us a lesson. Make us more stronger. Actually, I'll tell you, they will make us more strong. not weak. We should not become
Right.
weak. We should be brave enough to face it, swim against the current.
Think
and
on
do it.
why this happened. It's good.
No, there is no reason.
Don't question, but think what good happened because of this.
Yeah, there is no reason why.
I have
One with all the bad habits may not get it.
Right.
One with all good habits may get it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I've seen many people who don't drink get
Yeah.
liver cirrhosis.
Yeah, even with a bad mouthed guy, bad minded guy, wicked guy,
Yeah.
a criminal, he may not get it.
Yes.
But a nice person, a God fearing guy, a devout person, he may get it.
Yeah.
I don't wish anyone should get that.
Yeah, but anyone can get that. It's not like I will never get it.
Anything could
Nobody
happen.
can.
Anything could happen.
Yeah.
You know, like a robbery may not. When it happens in a neighborhood, we may say, "My home is safe."
Yeah.
But tomorrow the thief
It
may come here
happens.
and try to rob. Same way.
not certain,
Same thing.
yeah.
So anything could happen in life, but we should face it,
Yes.
and we should educate people.
Yeah.
Education is important. Unless we are well educated, we cannot face things.
Those who go to visit patients or anybody going through this kind of a situation, please take a positive, smiling face. Don't take stories which would
Don't
hurt
make
them.
others cry.
Yeah.
Don't make others
It
cry.
definitely helps because I had people coming to me and telling about people who have died because of cancer and how difficult it was for them and all. But I was strong enough to deal with all those things. But I don't know if others could.
Vandana Kamath, for you, such a great person. Her greatness was known to me only after I saw that video recently on Vishwa Konkani channel. Until then I thought, no, she was special to me. She was different. I told, even during Amgele Vasari, she said, "Mom, you can go ahead and do it alone. You need not, I need not come and all that." Then I said, "Vanna, no, you should be there. If you are there, you are motivation for me." Had a very good discussion today. Kaapi with Kudpi, not just eating and sipping coffee, but sharing stories and educating people. A lot of things come out during Kaapi with Kudpi. So don't miss this show. I don't want subscribers just to promote me and promote my channel and all that. You will gain something from this. We had a nice time today, Kaapi with Kudpi, talking about your life, and then your adventures and your bravery. I can't give you Arjuna Award or such things for bravery, but I can only bless you with
Thank you so much.
Yeah, bless means not as a senior, as a friend. I'll give good wishes to you that may your life, future life, be good and bright and prosperous as always, and may your family grow, your kids grow and settle down. All those things,
Yeah.
Whatever good that should come in life, may it come in your life.
Thank you so
And
much.
let's keep meeting in shows like this, maybe in a different way. And friends, I think you enjoyed watching today's show. Different show actually. Kaapi with Kudpi is in a different tune all the time. But today Vandana made it different. It's more of an educative program today with entertainment. And it teaches you a lot of things about attitude, about life. I think you will be benefited. You might have been benefited by that. And I thank Vandana for coming today and gracing the occasion and making it a success. And also liking our eatables, whatever we offered. And
Fantastic.
the filter coffee.
Fundastic. It was Fundastic.
See, she's making fun of me. Fundastic.
I had a lot of fun and it was fantastic. So
Fundastic
both together.
So anyway, you have got all the right to make fun of me. So we are like one family now. Anyway, so thank you very much. So signing off, guys. See you in the next episode with some other special person. Bye for now. Thank you.